Good morning, everyone. My name is Lauren. I thought I would just come on here and test out doing my morning routine, doing my makeup routine. I don't know what I'm doing. I just thought I'd come on here and give it a shot, give it a test. Please don't look at my shirt. I dropped my eye drops on my shirt like 30 seconds ago, but I'm not going to change it. I'm too lazy. And I just thought I'd come on here and, chat with you, shoot the shit, and just kind of do my makeup and show you my morning routine and say hi and say what's up. I'm getting ready to shoot the first episode of my podcast. I've done a couple of test episodes and I love them so far, but I think I want to tweak a couple of things. So I'm hoping that this is the final first recording of my first episode for my podcast. So I was hoping that you guys would want to get ready with me. It's early in the morning, so I just made some coffee, although this is the first time I'm drinking this new brand of coffee, and it smells like teriyaki sauce, and I'm really grossed out, and I'm not enjoying the experience. I don't know the brand name. I mean, it's supposed to be really good for you, for your digestion and your mental health. I know there's active oh my god, I'm so sorry. That legitimately made me so nauseous. That was drool. I'm sorry. Oh my god. There's it smells like dirt. There's active ingredients in there that's supposed to be really good for your mental stamina throughout the day and your energy, and I have really bad ADHD, so it's supposed to be really good for you, and it's supposed to be good for focus and for it's also supposed to be good for depression and stuff like that. And life is lifing. So I thought, why not give this a shot? I poured half the carton of my Chobani creamer into here. And I feel really bad because I just bought it yesterday, but I poured half. It literally smells like teriyaki sauce. Okay, great. But I'm going to drink it because it's what I made this morning for myself. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, great. Please ignore the drips. Like I said earlier, I put eye drops in my eyes earlier. My eye has been so twitchy, so I was like, okay, well, I'll put some eye drops in. It'll be great. It'll be beautiful. So get ready with me. I'm gonna look out my window. I'm gonna talk to you guys this morning. It's gonna be great. I already did my early step skincare, but I haven't put on my toner this morning, so I thought I'd do that with you guys. Because why not? This is my favorite brand of toner. This is the best, rose water toner I've ever used. I'm obsessed. I've been using this for 6-7 years now. A really long time. And then just one of these reusable bamboo cotton rounds that you just throw in the washing machine when you're all done with it. And I do it in the morning and at night. It's my favorite part of my routine, aside from the matching rosewater spray that goes along in this collection. Spraying my face at night with rosewater is the best part of my day. It's so nice. And I do typically go down on my neck just because you never know what makeup is gonna go down there. And I just like to keep things clear. And I just want to make sure everything looks nice. Okay, great. Hold on. I'm so sorry. That's really gross. Okay, it's so bad. This is my favorite Kiehl's eye treatment. It's the avocado creamy eye treatment. This has been my go-to eye cream for eons. It's the only eye cream I will ever use. It's the best eye cream on the market. It's my favorite. I'm obsessed with it. It's the best thing I've ever put under my eyes. I love it. I just drop it down a little under the brow bone, and then sometimes I just drag it into my eyebrow. I don't even care. I just put it in there. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just super gentle pats. If any of you have been around long enough to remember when it was Candy Johnson who did the what not to do makeup tutorial, and she did the under eye concealer, and she dragged the under eye concealer so rough that she marked under her eye red for the whole video was red. under her eyes because she like scratched herself. She pulled under her eyes so badly. She, with her like sponge and her brush and her fingers, because she was like trying to be satirical and like make a joke of how not to apply makeup. It's hilarious how afraid I am of doing that to my own face. I'm obscenely gentle under my eyes. It's like, it's really funny. But although I do have just like a natural red mark here, so it doesn't matter what I do. It's just naturally red in this corner. Every day when I wake up, it's just there. It just looks like I've done something wrong. Like I have this bruise, like I've been crying too hard. Like I just wake up in tears. But no, it's just because I just have that. I don't know what it is. I've got like weird marks on my face and I don't know why. I'm also covered in freckles, like covered in freckles. I've got freckles everywhere. Like these are all freckles. Freckles is all freckles. It's great until you're applying makeup and it's not great. And you're like, this is the most annoying thing ever because you have to cover a bunch of them in concealer because they don't look right. Like it's cute for the summer. When you're like, I don't have to do the freckle nose patch. Like I'll never have to do that. But it's like not cute in the winter when you want to just like have the clean girl aesthetic, when you want to have that and you don't want any like makeup on your face and you just want like clean, what's her name? Justin Bieber's wife. Justin Bieber's wife. Yeah. Whatever her name is. I can't remember her name. What's her name? Hailey Bieber. And I'm doing a podcast about pop culture. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Sometimes I just want like the clean girl face, but it's hard to do sometimes with how much like the freckle look has taken over. I think I spent too much time in the sun in 2020 and I did not invest in a good sunscreen like all of us did. You know, we like became outdoor people, not outsidey. I became an outsidey person. I lived on the patio. I lived in the backyard, not in the outdoors, but I did not invest in a good sunscreen in 2020. And I think my skin is paying the price for that decision because, oh boy, here we go. So in lieu of that, I now wear sunscreen every day. I have the e.l.f. Whoa Glow Sun Touchable Sun Protection and Makeup Primer Broad Spectrum. It's got like a nice natural kind of shimmer to it and I really like it. Mine's really dirty, excuse me. And then I also pair it with the bronzing drops. I really like these. This one's in Pure Gold, the e.l.f. Skin bronzing drops. This one's great in the Bronze and Nourish. It just gives me a little bit more color because when I'm doing my makeup full out, like when I do my acting stuff, if I'm going to, let's say like Young and the Restless, I won't put on foundation. I will only do this and concealer and then a heavier layer of powder because I don't want to look too cakey. These give me a really nice even base and I like it. So I will do that and I'll show you. These just kind of, and then I'll just mix them. See, look how warm. It's just like a nice color. And I'll just spread them on. Make sure I get up in the, not in my hair, but in the hairline, onto my eyelids. Get in the creases and on the sides of my ears, not where my tragus piercing is, because getting makeup in or around or on that is such a pain to clean. Okay, so that's kind of the base. That's what I just put on my face. It just kind of gives me like an even prime. And I don't feel like I need to do a lot more to my face just to have like a natural base. I know I'm going to keep drinking this coffee. It is what it is. Okay. I think if I keep drinking it, I'm going to trick my brain into thinking that it's good. So I know that you're supposed to start with like a green to cover out the red spots on your face because like the green, if you've taken like color theory, green cancels out red. And this is true. But I have found on my face that my face really responds well to the red canceling out red, sort of. And I'll show you what I mean by that. I will take, again, another e.l.f. product, and it's the red camo color corrector. I really like this one. And I'm just gonna dab it on the like more red. See, I've got this like spot, so I'm just gonna go here. It's just a spot on my face that I just can't go away. And then these are some freckles that I need to just disappear. I'm also going to go here and here because it's a little bit darker, and I am going to go here just to get rid of some of those, and up here, and there is a spot here and a spot here. Yeah, okay. And then maybe right there. Okay. And the rest I'll cover with like a concealer stick. I'll be fine. Okay, so don't judge the sponge. I clean my products, but I don't clean things often. This is a very dirty makeup. It's very dirty, so don't judge me, okay? This is my makeup sponge. I'm gonna blend it in now, but don't judge me. It's bad, but I'm gonna blend it all in with my dirty sponge. Normally, I would be like watching something. I'd probably be watching like YouTube or RuPaul's Drag Race or like a movie or something. It's kind of crazy to be like sitting here talking to a camera. It's kind of fun, but it's also kind of funky. Who sits here and talks to themselves while they're doing their makeup? It's kind of weird. But not in a bad way, but it's just interesting to do. I've never thought about it, thought about saying my makeup routine out loud. I think it's funny. There's a guy on Instagram. He's really funny. He pretends he's a celebrity, and he like sings into his dry shampoo, and he does like the double tap on his like headphones, and he's like, you're pretending I'm a celebrity at 3:00 in the morning who's like just coming back for her like reunion after all the drama with her boyfriend. And like I think his name is Ewan. I can't remember his name, but he's hilarious. I'm just channeling him. That's what I'm doing. I just had like a little spot right there that I just wanted to not like cover completely, but these are just like aiding and abetting and hiding these spots. I'm just having a troubled season, which is like super great. It's so much fun being a girl. So next I'm going to take not an e.l.f. product, shockingly, and I'm going to take NYX. This is the Pro Fix stick in vanilla. And it is so broken, but I love this stick. This is like one of my favorite concealers because literally it just melts and it acts like a foundation stick. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's got the most coverage. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay. It's insane. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. This stuff here, I'm gonna have to go there, even though I don't want to. I'm gonna have to. Maybe a little bit right there. I have some like blue veins here on my face, which I'm not stoked about, but it is what it is. And I've always had this little patch of green skin. It's always been slightly discolored, and I'm like, okay, great. I'm just gonna live. Pop off, queen. Like, just live. Okay. Those are gonna go there. And I'm just going to put a little here and a little here just because I tend to get really red right above my eyebrows. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just the Irish in me, like the rosacea kicking in early, but I tend to get really red right above my eyebrows. So I'm going to take the exact same dirty sponge and I'm just going to like flip it around. And again, just blend it all in. And I know that I should probably wet it, and I know that I should probably do lots of other things, but I am not a makeup artiste. This is not what I do. I don't have the skills for makeup artistry. I learned from Glitter Forever 27. You know what I mean? Juicy Forever 107. I learned from Candy Johnson in her bathroom, in her first house, in her very first YouTube videos, so this is as good as it's gonna get. The makeup artistry is not there. It's been trial and error. Any other girlies on here? My first makeup was the Dream Matte Mousse from Maybelline, and it was like 4 shades too dark. It was horrific. The line on my neck. Oh, baby. My God. The line on my neck of the Dream Matte Mousse foundation. My God. You know. It's the micro trauma that has occurred deep within me from that. I'm now obsessive about blending it out, like on my neck. You'll see me do this probably 50,000 times. It's so funny. It's truly hilarious. The Dream Matte Mousse, and I had the Dream Matte Mousse blush that like went along with it. Oh my god, truly hilarious. And it all came in a caboodle. Anyone remember caboodles? When they sold them at Bed Bath & Beyond, when Bed Bath & Beyond was still around. God, I miss Bed Bath & Beyond. I miss Bed Bath & Beyond so much. Oh my god, I miss Bed Bath & Beyond. I miss Bed Bath & Beyond more than I think any other store that's ever closed. Oh, I'm devastated. Truly the devastation. But you could buy caboodles, like makeup cases at Bed Bath & Beyond. But it all came in like the train case caboodle for Christmas. And that was like one of the best Christmases ever. I got Dream Matte Mousse and it was the wrong shade. It was terrible, but I loved it so much. It was the best ever. It was such a big deal that I got to wear makeup. And I wanted to be the prettiest girl at the party. I am totally cosplaying as Bailey Sarian right now, going back in with more concealer. Anybody a big fan of Bailey Sarian? Huge fan of Bailey Sarian, and she gives me full permission to be as obsessed with concealer as I am. It's my favorite thing. I could live, I think, without everything else. I don't think I could live without concealer. Because it just like really... it fixes all of the problems. Literally, I wish there was like a life concealer. Could you imagine if there was just like a... you know, Adam Sandler has the movie Click. What if there was a movie called Conceal or Concealer? That it was like a girl with a... it was not like 16 wishes, 16 candles, but 16 shades of concealer. And each shade of concealer did something different. Oh, I would pay to see that movie. I think that would be such a good movie. Oh my god. That movie would be so funny. I would love that movie. Okay, so I've done this. This is just like the way it's gonna look. I know it's not totally perfect, but it is the way that it is. And I like it. So next I'm gonna go under my eyes because I have this thing in the corner of my eye. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's there. It's been there forever, but I gotta fix it, which means I have to even out the other side. So I have devised a way of doing my under eye concealer that works for me. It might not work for everyone, but it's what I've been doing for a little while. So take this with a grain of salt. It might not work for you, but I have been taking two concealers. Again, NYX Pro Sticks. These are the Fix Sticks. This one is in yellow. So I'm going to take this one first and I'm just going to push out a little bit. These are really creamy and they're really breakable. They're really melty, and if you push too hard, the whole stick will break. So if you just twist out like a little bit, you should be fine and not melt the whole thing onto your skin and snap off the top. So I'm gonna go right over the spot on my eye that is discolored, get the fluff out of my eyelash, that's rude. So I have to do that, and then I have to do the other side so that it kind of matches, sort of. Right? And then I'm going to do the insides of my eyes so it kind of brightens that. And then I'm going to do the very center, all in the yellow stick. Then I am going to take the Pro Stick in Alabaster, which is like one of the lightest shades I think they have. And again, just a little, just the tip. And I am going to connect the dots, literally. The yellow dots with the alabaster stick, just so it all blends together. I know that this is not the 2025 aesthetic way of doing your under eyes. I promise I know, and I look crazy, but just trust the process, okay? I promise it's not bad because we're going to blend it all out and it's going to be fine. Everything is going to be just fine, I promise. Again, we're taking the same dirty ass. It's triple use, okay? It's just a good sponge. I do wash the sponge. I think it's so funny. I never realized how much I use this sponge until I did it on camera, and I'm lazy. Don't judge. And it's okay if you go on the brow bone and the ridge of your nose. It's fine. Go up. Make sure everything's like nice and blended. Okay. So it is what it is. So it's not perfect, but it works for me. Okay. And that's my under eyes. So as soon as I do that, I'm going to set it with the baby Laura Mercier because I don't need the big one. I just do this little bit of powder for just the under eye. Trust me, I'm going to do that. Just powder that. I just really don't want it to set with a crease. every face requires its own maneuvering and its own thing, and that's what you have to do. So that's what I'm doing with this. I've learned how to do this face, and so I've kind of covered that spot. That's what I did. Okay, yay. All right, huzzah. So it looks better. Looks better than it did. So the dirty sponge can go for now, because we're going to bring out a different dirty sponge, and we're going to bring out a different stick. This is the Maybelline Fit Me stick in toffee caramel, whatever you say. This one's almost empty. I have a couple of different backups, but this is like my favorite color that I've been able to find for some quick contouring, some quick bronzer contouring. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna just go here and barely, we're gonna do gentle sweeps, because I don't want to erase the freckles that I have. You see, I have freckles here and here. They kind of perfectly align with my contour, like the way that it is supposed to line up. So I follow the lines of my freckles because they generally act as guides to where my contour is supposed to go. So I don't want to erase that. I want to just go with it. So I go typically just under my freckles, which is where like my cheekbone kind of goes in. So I'm going to go just a little under, and then I'm going to curve up onto it. I know, but just, and then that's kind of, and then I'll just go here and here and here and here. Just gently. I'm trying to make them even. Sorry, hold on. Have you ever seen Trixie Mattel do bronzer? This is like that, but not as scientific. Not as good. Watching Trixie Mattel do her bronzer is like one of my favorite things. Okay. Then we're going to take a second dirty sponge. This is hilarious. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, the second dirty sponge, but this is only for bronzer sticks. Okay, and we're just gonna go in and gently dab the bronzer in. It's just to kind of cut the crease and give my face a little bit of contour, if you will. See? Very gentle, very slight, and my freckles are still highlighted. So I'm just kind of doing that and just giving it a little bit of like, I'm playing Snatch Game with my face. That's what I'm doing. If you know, you know. Check out my 6th scar on my chin. Is anybody else part of the scar club on their chin? Anybody else? I was pulled off a slide, like a ladder. I was pulled off a ladder on a water slide as a kid, and I flipped backwards off and I landed on my chin. Did I just dab? I did. That was disgusting and I'm ashamed of myself. I was pulled backward and I landed on my chin on the concrete and I sliced my chin open. So I've got this like 6 scar. It's been there forever. Don't remember the pain, but I remember the hospital and I remember falling and I remember being pulled and I remember putting my finger in it and I remember like my mom trying to get it all together. Like I remember my parents trying to get me together and I was laid out on this like green velvet chaise lounge that we used to have in our old house before they took me to the hospital because we were having a party. We were in the middle of a party and it was at our house. Crazy. Anybody else? Crazy chin scars? Anybody else get pulled off a ladder in their youth? Almost break their necks? My God. I hope that kid is having a rotten day. No, I don't care. I hope he's having a great time. It was a boy, by the way. I wasn't going down the slide fast. I was re-wetting it, by the way. So I'm just re-dabbing it because I did not put enough on the side. Absolutely crazy. Is that enough? Yeah, I think so, right? Ooh, that one doesn't look as good. See, sometimes it just doesn't turn out perfect. This one, glorious. This one, not as great. See what I mean? It just sometimes doesn't turn out as good. And I literally don't know why. It just, maybe because it's left hand, right side? I don't know. Because I'm a lefty, so maybe that's the problem. I just genuinely don't understand sometimes. Next, I'm going to take that was the last of the dirty sponges. We're going to take my absolutely rotten, all of my makeup is grotesque. We're going to take this, it's supposed to look like this, Laura Geller powder. This one is in porcelain. It's the Baked and Balance. It's the Baked Balance and Brighten. It's like a baked powder. It's really pretty. This is the overall face powder. I'm going to open that one and I'm going to get this. And we're just going to put this everywhere just to really set this. I don't use a loose powder on my face for everything. This is what I use. The Laura Geller powder is my favorite. This is what I've really come to love. This is what I put on when I go on television. This is what I put on when I do soap opera. This is what I put on for everything, photo shoots, anything like that. This is the powder that I use and I really, really like it. It tends to work and I can reapply throughout the day and it doesn't like peel. Like it doesn't loosen. It doesn't do anything like that. So, okay. So then we're going to take an IT Cosmetics fluffy brush. And this is the Wand Ball Powder Heavenly Luxe brush in number 8. Can you read that? I don't think you can. Heavenly Luxe. It's so dirty. Oh my shit is so dirty. Okay. We're just going to get that in there. And we're just going to tap. We're going to tap gently. We're going to tap. Tap, 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 and I am going to pull it down onto the neck because I will not be repeating. You see the difference? I will not be repeating the Dream Matte Mousse trauma experience of my middle school days. Middle school choir, oh boy, did those kids see the absolute worst of my makeup experience days. Goodness gracious. Trauma. For everyone, mama. Nobody got out of there alive. That was bad. And then my teacher, God love her, she had all of us she was very into like time, like specific time periods. So everyone was in like these victory curls with whited out eyebrows and redrawn on Cruella de Vil eyebrows. The Dream Matte Mousse foundation cake line duo like eyeliner glue that smelled like fish and then overdrawn on red lips. Truly, this was diabolical. It was, we were bamboozled into thinking that we all looked good. We're like, oh my God, the newspaper is here. We look so good. We're like dressed up. We're musical theater kids. No, the fact that there's photographic evidence of this existing is, it can never see the light of day. This can never see the light of day. Nobody looked good. And we were all in like the most hilarious outfits. Oh my God. It's so funny because it was so bad, but we all were having the best time. Like the best time. It was just hilarious. If I could go back, I would. I mean, we were tap dancing to Putting on the Ritz. I miss it. But I love it. But mama, nobody won. Nobody won with a victory curl. Not in that moment. Oh my God. So I just finished powdering. That is all done. Even though I said I just finished powdering, I'm going to continue powdering just for the shits and giggles of it all. Bringing it down onto the neck so everything's like kind of even. Okay, next. We're going to do this. Laura Geller, absolutely disgusting palette. It has been used. Her palette's not disgusting. My palette is disgusting. This is the Bon Voyage Passport to Pretty palette. This has 9 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlighter. Absolutely gorgina. Love this palette. It's been used. I just hit pan on my favorite color the other day, and I'm really sad about it. But I use this all the time because it's full of glitters and neutrals, and those are my favorites. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this like creamy neutral, the one I just hit pan on the other day. It's my favorite. And we're just going to swipe all over the eyelid and just mix in and drop it down like that. That's all we're going to do. You know, I'm going to take a little bit of powder and I'm going to tap it over the discoloration. I'm going to do this and just sweep it up even all the way up to the brow bone. It's totally fine. Okay. I'm going to keep going. I love this like creamy neutral color because it's such a good base color. Okay, so I just really like the way it looks here. So then, I'm going to go in with this pinky peach nude color. And we are just, trust the process, okay? We're going to sweep again just all over the eye. So we're just gonna do one of these. So it's just like a nice sweep of peach. So we're gonna go back in a couple more times until it's a little more solid, but I don't want it to be like so peachy that it's in your face, but I want it to be like a good color. Now, I know this looks crazy. I know that this is not showing like makeup finesse. I know that this is not like the fox eye. I know that this is not like great makeup, but it's gonna look good at the end, I think. So, okay, I am going to take the matte chocolate brown color and I am going to tap it twice and then dust off a little bit and go into the edges and the outer corners and just gently blend in. It's not perfect. I'm definitely gonna have to add more because I always do this side a little too heavy-handed. See what I mean? I don't know if it's because it is left hand right side. I don't know what the dealio is, but I can never do this side as well. So I'm always having to counter correct this side for this side. Always. That's just kind of what the deal is with me. We're just gonna keep blending this out in concentric little circles and some passes and sweeps. It's the getting the colors even part. That's the tricky bit. And I went too far with that brown, so I gotta fix that. And then get back in here and go here. And then I'm gonna take barely half a dab and go under my eyes. It's fish mouth or nothing with this eye makeup look. What is that from Glee? What was it? With Trouty Mouth? Which was so horrible. It was just bringing the color underneath some continuity from the lid underneath the eye really does a lot for the color story. Okay, yeah. That'll be fine. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here for now. I'm also going to take flat little brush. Flat and fat. Literally has no markings on it. I could not tell you where I got this brush. Literally couldn't tell you. I'm going to take this little pot of Larenum, no idea what glitter, but it's a glitter. It's some type of glitter. And I'm going to gently tap, and I'm just going to put it in the corners of my eyes. When I close my eyes, I can see you for what you truly are, which is ugly. We're done. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Anyway, I love She's the Man. It's like one of my favorite vocal stems. Okay, we are going to take the world's almost shortest sharpened down, my favorite purple eyeliner. In the color Red Berry number 4 from Sephora. Love this eyeliner. It comes in a longer crayon. I love the purple, but I am down to the nubs. And I'm down to the nubs. I have a longer one, but I'm saving it for a rainy day. So I'm stockpiling and I'm down to the nubs. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to sweep it. Like my favorite eyeliner look. I really like it because the purple goes really well with the brown of my eyes. So we're just gonna do a gentle sweep. Sometimes you have to wake it up to get the color to come out. Okay, just like that. That's it. That's all I do. And then I just fill in the gaps that I see. That's literally it. That's the whole eyeliner. I used to be the girly who wore like cat eyeliner all the time. And then I just stopped. I didn't want to anymore. I got bored with it and it got to be too much. I was going through eyeliner so quickly and I just didn't love it anymore. I did the paint pots, I did liquids, I did the like the sticker, like tattoo ones. I did all of them. I did a lot. I even did do like the black pencils. I just didn't like the look anymore. So now I'm doing these and I'm just doing a straight line. And I don't hate it. I'm having a good time with this look and I'm loving the pencil. I've tried to do wings with this just to test and see. And it looked horrible. Looked so bad. Like it looked so bad. And I went in public that way and I will never do that again. I was like, okay, cool. Great. Sorry, I can't talk and eyeliner at the same time. But you can do like a little flick out at the end. You know, if you really want a little something something, you can do a little flick. So that way it's like the illusion of the eyeliner. But and that's the fun part about this. Okay, so that's all the eyeliner. Okay. Next, I have like a weird step process with my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna quickly fan them out. Fan, fan, fan. Okay, right? But I'm not gonna do my eyebrows this step. This one is so much darker than that one, and I don't know why. I am gonna take my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, which is my favorite bronzer, and I'm going to bronze first. Then I will go back and do my eyebrows, and I'll show you what I do. I'm gonna take this brush. I think this is an old Sephora brush. I'm just gonna gently dab and tap. I haven't even taken the stuff off the mirror. It's hilarious. And I'm gonna go over where I previously did the cream stick bronzer. Just gentle pats and taps. I don't want to drag it because I don't want to lift anything. I'm just doing that. Okay, so just see very light, very intentional bronzing. Then I'm going to take my absolutely my gooped, my gagged, my used. I mean, she is my good Judy. This is my Milani Tea Rose blush. This is my favorite blush that I've ever used. I love this blush. I have been through 2 of these. I love this blush. And I have hit pan hard on this one. This is a good blush. Okay. So I'm going to get it nice and in here, and I'm going to sweep up right on the cheeks. I'm not going to go like down because I don't want it all to be here. I want it to be up and lifted, but I still want to have like color on my face. Just in the nose, the chin, the forehead, the 3 cute little spots. I know it's like very 80s blush look. My skin eats blush. So in 20 minutes, it's not going to look like I have any blush on. I know. I look like an 80s pop star. I look like Robin Sparkles about ready to go sing Let's Go to the Mall. But I am telling you now, in 20 minutes, I'm gonna look like I have no blush on. It's truly insanity. So I'm going with it. I also have the nose of oh my god, from Big Comfy Couch. Oh my god. Luna from Big Comfy Couch. I look like Luna. Lunette from Big Comfy Couch, and I am here for that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my brows, because if I did my brows before that, they would have been moved in all of that. So I'm gonna go back to my brows, and I am going to reshape them super quickly with the spoolie. This brow doesn't need a lot of filling, it's this one. And I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow. I don't touch my brows. I don't pluck them. I don't do anything to them. Except, like, if stuff happens here, I don't do anything to my brows. I really try and just leave them alone, because I don't want my brows to get overly plucked. I lived through the overly plucked eyebrow trend, and I hated it, and I was thoroughly traumatized. And then, I've whited out my eyebrows before, and I've seen what I look like with no eyebrows, and it's not pretty. So I'm saving all of humanity the trauma of seeing that by trying to leave my eyebrows, trying to keep it even, trying to keep it not crazy. Sorry, I have to concentrate. Yeah, okay. Huzzah. Now, I will go into this one, and I will slightly fill this one, only because it needs a little bit of love. And, Barbie, to the salon. It just needs a little bit of shaping. That's what it needs. It doesn't need, filling in. It just needs a little bit of shaping. I have bald spots in my eyebrows. I have bald spots here and here. My face does fun stuff to me. I have bald spots, I have discoloration, I've got super fun freckles. It's really cute and girly and super demure, and I'm living for that. Cool. I have to fix that now. I'm gonna brush. That was not me brushing the eyebrow down, that was me brushing the excess makeup off my forehead. Okay. Yeah. What do we think? Not perfect. The front isn't my fave. It's kind of giving evil twin sister, but I think it's funny. So we're gonna go with it. So next, and one of the final steps in this long routine, is mascara. I'm going to take my first mascara because I ran out, so I'm using my travel size of the Tarte Big Ego. And I'm going to just brush that up, and then I'm going to wiggle it to my lower lashes. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with e.l.f.'s Big Mood, their big wand, and I'm going to go over so that it kind of starts to give like a falsy appearance, even like a baby doll eye look. I love a little mascara wand wiggle. It really just depends on what works best for your lashes. That's kind of what we're working with. And don't worry about the transfer, we'll fix it. Take a brush. I'm literally just going to buff out the transfer. There it is. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the other side. Now that I did that, I'm going to wipe off my lips of any leftover makeup, just so they're like a clean makeup-free canvas, because I don't want like concealer or anything all over my lips when I put lipstick on. So I'm going to use this Maybelline L'Oreal Paris Color Rouge Le Mauve Indomitable in 143. And I am going to pop that on. I know that I should be using lip liner, but I am currently out of lip liner and I don't want to. So that is kind of the look. Okay, so we are going to quickly take my NYX The Face Glue. I really like this stuff. And we are just going to spray everything down, but I'm going to spray it kind of far away because I don't want any more transfer than I've already had. I'm just going to blink and then try and dry it. Okay, and I'm just going to do one of these. I wish I had one of those like handheld fans. That'd be so nice. But I don't, and that's okay. Okay, so this is the final makeup look. This is what I've done with my makeup. Let's take the cute headband off and get the hair going, my morning hair, and get this look ready for the day. So I am going to get dressed and flip over into the podcasting space, and I'm going to go record an episode, and then I hope I will see you guys over there. That should be really fun. I'm actually kind of nervous. If you guys want to see more of these, and you guys want me to kind of do more of this silly goose get ready with me, talk about things, kind of shoot the shit, do this type of thing with you, please let me know. I'd love to do more of these. I think this was super fun. I think this was a good time, and I'd love to do more makeup stuff. This is good for me. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy. I'm actually kind of happy with this look, how it turned out. This has been so much fun, disgusting coffee and all. I hope you guys have had a nice time. Please like and comment, and head over to anywhere you listen to podcasts and YouTube to catch my podcast and some full upcoming episodes. And I look forward to seeing you over there. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.